Trump and his goons are talking about whether uh, the Democratic senators and House members who spoke up about not obeying illegal orders are rising to an insurrection. This is hysterical coming from these clowns and goons, and we'll talk about this for a minute. But don't think for a minute that Trump's orders are anything but illegal, and we'll talk about that. First, I know a lot of people aren't concerned about international law, but we know that a number of our allies, including Great Britain, France, and I think it's India, have refused to share intelligence with us in the Caribbean because they believe that the orders are illegal. What would be illegal about them? Oh, they're shooting unarmed civilians with no evidence of A, who they are, and B, that they were doing anything that was threatening to the United States. You need to compare what Botox Pete and Trump are doing in the Caribbean with what the Coast Guard has done in the Pacific, which has interdicted a number of boats and taken drugs. So they have proof of that, and they've arrested the people who were on the boats. They didn't blow them out of the water, for heaven's sakes. And so, how is this a violation of U.S. law? Well, U.S. law requires something called due process. So you might not like it, but if it happened to you, you sure would be upset if you were fishing off the coast of Venezuela and suddenly found yourself in a million pieces because some jerk dropped a bomb on you without knowing who you are or what you're doing and why you were there. I think you'd be upset by it. And we have rules about how you do these things. And there's been so far not a shred of proof. And there were hearings in Congress, and those people who have been elected have said they're not satisfied at all. And people on both sides of the aisle have said they're not satisfied at all that there's any proof that these people were doing anything wrong who we boastfully killed. At the same time, the White House is required to seek congressional approval for these types of actions. And Trump has simply said he doesn't care. He doesn't think he's required to provide that information or get congressional approval. He's a one man band, and the band is not playing with a full deck. Meanwhile, it has leaked that the Adjutant General's office, and most of those people have been fired by Botox Pete, had issued an opinion questioning the legality of what they were doing, and that has been given the deep six. So what else is? What other orders are illegal? In my view, Trump, who's declared emergencies, the quote emergency, on virtually every part of the government you can think of, from everything from the economy to taxes to immigration to everything else. I don't think he can spell the word emergency, but he's provided no proof that there is such a thing as an emergency. But what he's done then with the military is deployed them into various cities under the auspices of an emergency and protecting federal property when no federal property was at risk. So what's this for? It's to intimidate the people who live there, for heaven's sakes. It has no military purpose. It has no military being. And I think it's an illegal order and is dependent upon somebody asking that clown what the quote emergency is that led to his thinking he had the right to ship American troops into American cities. Finally, I'd like to note that investigations have now revealed, and these were investigations, by the way, set up by uh, Elon Musk company, checking the veracity of people posting on the websites, that a huge number of the posts supporting Trump originate from Africa. They originate from Asia. They originate from Russia. They originate from other countries, and they are not U.S. based. I'm U.S. based, although at the moment I'm not in the U.S., but that's beside the point. But What you're seeing a lot of times is just something that's posted by somebody else who is out to destroy this country. So if you're going to believe it, check it to see if it's true, and then if even if it's a legitimate post, uh, the factual underpinnings for what's being said by this administration simply don't exist.